Okay, hello YouTube, welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors. This is Red Silvers, and today we're going to take a break from Legend mode. We're going to head into the first map on Adventure mode, the Adventure map, which is based on the original Legend of Zelda. So, I'm going to show off some things that we can find here. But big things are, we have these maps around us. We have to start at this first map, which, as you can see, we have C's and B's and ranks. We have to get at least that rank in order to go in that direction. So basically just clearing the map will let us go these directions, but we have to get at least a B rank. But I want to try and get the A rank, because you can see there's a prize for getting an A rank. There's a heart container there for Impa. So, this mission, pretty simple, just kill 300 enemies. You do want to play as the character that is in the reward, but as you can see I can pick 2 characters to play as, so, or some of these characters we haven't actually seen yet, so I'm not going to play as them, but I haven't played as Lana yet, so we'll do Lana with her starting book, and we'll make Impa our second character. That way we can get a drop for Lana, and then we can still get the heart container with Impa. But this is basically just kill stuff. You do have to keep track of your damage that you take, because that will affect your rank. So yeah, we had Lana in the last stage. We couldn't actually play as her yet. So generally, the way that these work is you kind of want to just target the captains, take them out, and that'll cause more enemies to come in. But it's only 300, like, this is gonna be easy. Oh yeah. Dongo boss fight. Sometimes the bosses can be a bit of a red herring, because if you're wasting time fighting the boss, then you might not be focused on the enemies when you get the kills. So better to focus on the small fries, especially when you don't have a lot of stronger weapons. Like eventually, yeah, go kill the Dongo. You need his drop anyway, but for right now, there's pose we can kill. Focus on the pose. And I mean, eventually we may need to go focus on the Dongo, but I know we got a Dark Nut over here. I don't think we've seen a Dark Nut in the regular game yet. I think defeating the Dark Knight will be enough to get us to the close to the 300. But yeah, if I was really worried about the Dongo drop, I could go focus on that, but you can see by ignoring them, we're getting the KOs that we need. I didn't even take that much damage up there fighting him. And yeah, since we got an A rank, we'll get Impa's chest. And as I said before, like, the heart containers actually help you with having a better threshold for the A ranks. Some versions of the game, it's instead of A rank, it's S rank. I think maybe European and Japanese. Some of the other Warriors games, they use S, A, and B, but for this one, it's A, B, and C. We didn't get very many drops from that. We did get a medal. And also, you're going to start seeing items show up. And this stage here has a fairy, but it has prizes for a character that we don't have yet. This is part of why I wanted to go and start on adventure mode, so we could unlock the fairy mode, but I won't do this map yet because you can see we have characters we don't have yet. This one also has one treasure that we don't have the character for, but it also has a A rank prize, but we can't get it until we search. We don't have the ability to search yet. So it doesn't really matter who we play as. I think we'll do Zelda for this one. Just, we need a weapon drop for her that's better than her default. And we're gonna have to replay this stage at some point. Okay, so now here we are, we're in the woods again. So generally in these stages, they have set roles for which characters wear. But also if you play as the characters, then they'll do different things. Like they want you to defeat Volga, but I think if you played this stage as Volga, then somebody else would be boss. Oh, you know what I saw? I will always use a bomb power-up. It is always the right choice. Also, let's see here. Battlefield info. I saw that this stage has the mama and the chick. We need to make sure that the chick does not fall. So we should head over in that direction. If the chick dies, then the Mama Kuko will go crazy and start attacking your group. And you don't want that, because you can defeat the mom, but it takes a lot, and the mom will hurt you a lot if she hits you. want that. The baby leave, or is the baby here with me? The baby's here, so... So one other thing in this stage, actually. This keep has a fairy in it. So you can see on the map, over to the west of us, there's a keep that has the water symbol on it. You'll take damage in that keep unless you use that fairy. Which... You can take the keep without that, and if you take the keep, it'll stop that effect, but you're draining health when you do it. Okay, so now the Cuckoos have linked up, so now they're just gonna go and attack for us. I don't know how effective they are against the enemies. I just know you don't want the mama against you if you can help it. So it's just gonna be money. I believe that there would have been a heart piece there if we had the character that was for, but we may unlock a character in this map. It just depends on how many stages we get through and how the searches go. Well, the mama fled, so that was not great. Also, the goal right now is to take the two keeps that are flashing, so I should go to the center to the Deku Tree keep and take that one. One habit that I will fall into sometimes in this game is that I will think, oh, I need to take the whole map. There's all these keeps and stuff, and you really need to focus sometimes on the objective. Like, eventually you get to where you're overpowered enough, it doesn't matter, but like, you should focus on the objectives for that A rank. Now Volga's keep is open and you can go focus on him. Now is when you want to try getting those KOs in. Like, now go capture keeps and stuff. As long as you're within a decent amount of time. And also you'll notice, like, these adventure mode stages are a lot more like quick and poppy than the legend mode stages. In fact, one of the benefits of the Wii, the 3DS version when it came out was it was just the right game for trips during commuting by bus, because you know, you had time, you could knock out a couple of stages while on the bus. One thing you can do if you're really hurting for kills is if you come to the enemy base, generally the enemy base won't fall like another keep will, because instead of there being a keep boss, there's the commander, like Volga. So you can just sit here and wail on the mooks that keep spawning until you get the kills you want. But then again, I come this way in and try and, you know, get like a Lizapos drop, stuff like that. I did not get a drop, I got a weapon, but that's fine. So I believe that the threshold for the A rank is 1,200 kills. They do make it so in like Fire Emblem Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, they show you that information so you know what your goal is and you know how close you are to hitting it. Here they kind of don't show that. They show like, okay, I'm taking 34% damage. And I've played the stage for 7 minutes, but it doesn't show you like the cutoff on time or how many KOs you need. But I believe it's 1,200. In fact, we'll test that. Now we'll go get Volga. So I haven't played Dynasty Warriors, but my understanding is Volga is kind of the Lubu character from that, in terms of his moveset. If you know, let me know, because I don't. I wanted to test that and see if 1,200 was enough, but we're getting higher and higher and higher. But I'm pretty sure 1,200 is the cutoff. Maybe I should have looked that up to be sure beforehand, but it's whatever. Wait, he's good at hitting you with that, isn't he? And of course, part of why this is taking forever is I'm using her most basic weapon without any skills. But I mean, this is also what I get for picking, like, the level 1 character. Anyway, I'm going mano a mano with him, and he's kind of hitting and giving back as good as he's getting, I have to say. Oh. That's not my bomb. How did I do that? I didn't have to do it that way, but it was fun to do it that way. I don't know why the random Bokoblin got back up, but whatever. Everybody else left with that Bokoblin was just like, nah, I'm gonna stay. Even though I took a lot of damage, it wasn't too much. Still got the A, and we got a candle. So that exposed more of the map. And so this one they're giving away, like, search this spot right here on the map. But normally you kind of have to, oh yeah, it looks like they already gave you the compass to show you where it would be at. But if for some reason you don't know this map, this is the first Zelda on the NES, and the secrets are basically in the same place. So yeah, now that we've done that, we can see that our victory is a new character there, which is young Link. And if I had to guess, some of these places that have an unknown character are going to be him. Although there are a couple other characters here. These are all, well, not all of them, but some of these are DLC characters. Skull Kid over there is not. Like Twilight Midna and Tingle were DLC on the Wii U, as well as Young Link. Fight as a warrior of water, which I think means that they definitely want you to take Impa, use their Giant's Blade. What other weapons, water weapons do I even have? Not any that I've actually seen. We have like Rudo, who we haven't seen in the story yet. I'm doing it that way so I get another Lana weapon drop. So normally it's not going to tell you, hey, bomb this exact spot or burn this exact candle unless you use a compass item. But you can, if you know the map, it's the same location it would be in the NES Zelda. So that was a tree that you would burn down to get. Ironically enough, but that one I think is a door repair charge, so normally you wouldn't want to burn that one. Oh, okay, this one is like the bomb shoes we had at level 2. Now they're the enemies. We don't want them to blow up our keeps, and they will. It's gonna come in here and it'll start a countdown. And when that runs out, it'll take the keep. And I think that's just generally a lose state. Especially the one that's going for the allied keep, like, because if you lose your allied keep base, that's always a loss. That bomb shoe's kinda not very smart though. He's like, he was a little lost there. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind about that, like, okay, now it's like, oh, okay, well, there's the boss, go fight him, but also, another bomb shoe will usually show up at some point. Oh, and Young Link is the boss of this stage. Interesting. What's odd about that is I don't think you normally would see Young Link as a boss except for very rarely in the Majora's Mask DLC, maybe. Oh yeah, messengers, generally you want to take them out immediately because they will go and spawn stuff. And some maps, like, that's just, if your messengers get away, then you're just lose the map. But when I was first learning this game, sometimes it was a little overwhelming. Like, all this stuff happens all at the same time, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to deal with it all? You just kind of get used to it. Let's see here. Castle Keep has a treasure chest. The Fairy Fountain and the Mountain Keep and the Castle Keep all have treasure chests. At least one of those is going to be the reward for the character we don't have, which I'm just assuming is going to be a reward for young Link, because he's so close to this tile. Like, if I wasn't worried about A ranks or worried about getting treasure chests, like, I could just go fight the boss right now. If for some reason I was wanting to just farm young Link, I could go and do that repeatedly. Although I probably wouldn't do that, because if I wanted drops from young Link, there would be better ways to do it. That'd be a good place to use my special move, actually. Let's go get the keeps that have the chest, and then we'll go beat the boss. In fact, Impa, you're kind of not doing anything. Go get that one that has the berry in it. Because you're defending a keep that I don't care about. Why don't I switch and Lana can come over here and take this key, but in the meantime we'll come get this lightning fairy. Impa can go get the Fairy Fountain, which is the other one that has a chest. And again, like, you don't have to get lightning fairy if you're not worried about the damage that you take. But, whoop. Yeah, part of the way they'll mix up things in the adventure mode maps is like just like which keep is the enemy base, which one is your base. Kind of change how you might approach the map. Okay, this is yours. Is getting all the heart containers. Okay, so this is probably just gonna be rupees, but I'll take it anyway. It's always right to use the bomb power up. Also, you'll notice that the keeps have different pots that have different things in them. Oh, I'll take another bomb power up on our way. When we get to the fairy food is usually in those brown pots. So you don't actually fight young Link a lot in the... I'm surprised that you see him so early. I guess that's part of what they reworked when they redid the adventure mode. I thought for sure that was going to be his exposed weak point. It's like, I want to watch how you fight, but at the same time I also just want to beat you, so... I don't know why, but I thought that it would be Toon Link that would be the first character we'd find on adventure mode. Also on the Wii U version, I think young Link would just drop Link's drops, but in 3DS and Switch, he has his own unique drop. He's not very aggressive. Remember that I said that and then he decided he was gonna start attacking. You can't skip those, but like, they're fun. Also, our getting better weapons for Lana strategy is not working. Okay, I noticed that young Link is not the one with the heart pieces there. Interesting. So we do have this fairy here. We would have to search. We need a bomb. So there's that to think about. Can I go into the bazaar? I don't actually want to do the stage. I want to do this. So I think we're going to stop there for now. We got a new character unlocked. But we did not get the attack badges for Link originally. But now we have a bunch of monster teeth. We can get that for the magic rod. I'll just make sure that everybody has their first attack, if they at least. This row in particular, you want to get these because they unlock your full damage chain. And then you can worry about some of this other stuff, but like... Make sure that everybody gets Kiri Sword 1. Now that we've got the drops. We don't have some of them. Well, we don't have any rocks. I notice that young Link is like way near the back of the chain. Okay. Now we'll focus on some of the higher ones. But again, I'm just going to be focusing on those lines right now. Like, yeah, I could come and get the Dinspire and stuff. We'll get that eventually. But it's really easy to, like, go, oh, I'm going to get all of Link's badges, and then you don't have the other badges for other characters, so try to be smart about it until we actually like stop and go and farm some materials, which is kind of what this episode was. See, some of these characters I can't get that for, but some of them we don't even have unlocked yet, so it's not a huge deal. And of course, when you get other weapons for other characters, they will show up as well. And does everybody have the bottle is the other thing that I want to have everybody have. So that everybody can use a potion. That's a good start. Some of these defensive upgrades, it's like they're okay, but when you start getting into the higher end ones, it's too much. And like you have these ones to increase the hearts, but again, if you're running that low on health, you have other issues because you shouldn't be taking that kind of damage.
Yeah, I'll grab the Forore's win for everybody if I can too. But just really easy to go, oh, I'm going to go and unlock all of these, and you're going to be at it for a long time. This is a long haul thing. This isn't like I'm going to play 2 stages and I'm going to have everybody's badges. So I feel like it's better to kind of prioritize everybody's low stuff rather than just one person's high thing this early on. And maybe ideally I wouldn't even be focusing on the characters we haven't seen yet in the story, but the upgrades that I'm buying now are generally cheap. But that's a nice little introduction to adventure mode. You can kind of see the way that it puzzles out. Some of the later puzzle maps are different puzzles of their own. But I think next time we're going to get back into Legend mode. But the question is, are we going to be doing the Linkle story, or are we going to be doing the Link story? I guess you'll have to find out next time. But of course, until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a good night.